Well, hello, Coffee Time friends. How y'all doing? Hope y'all have had a great day. It's been a great day. It's Friday. Time for the weekend. It's a little chilly here, Mama said. Mama, tell me how cold you are.
Cold to the bone and back again.
So what she said. And I said, Mama, I want to some chicken and dumplings. We got that chicken. She said, well, we'll fix that. Well, as the day went on, well, tell them what you said. I ain't fixing them now. It's too late.
You just got off from work. It's almost 7 o'clock. So.
She said, I ain't fixing them now.
No.
And she said, well, that's on another day. And she said, what do you want to have? And she said, I want some hot soup. I said, how about chicken noodles? She said, that will serve the purpose, and we'll get rid of that chicken I've done got cooked.
Yeah.
So if first you don't get what you want, get what you need, which is some hot soup, Mama said.
Yeah, it's cold.
And this is so quick and easy. I like to make chicken noodle soup. And we just happened to have that penne pasta left over. And I thought, that'd be a good chance to get rid of that.
This is a...
Clean out
the refrigerator meal.
Right. So we've got that left over. We've got chicken left over. We're going to put it all to good use today, folks. We're making homemade chicken noodle soup. Can't beat homemade chicken noodle soup.
Oh.
The only thing could be any more... Well, I don't know anything could be any more comfort food than chicken noodle soup or chili or roast beef soup. You know, what do you call it? Beef stew? Roast beef soup, you know. What you make out of roast beef after it gets a day old?
Beef stew.
Beef the stew. This is going to be good, though. I've been kind of in the mood for chicken noodle soup. And when I was sick, y'all said, John, you need some chicken noodle soup. And so... this will be maybe this will keep me from getting sick. Who knows? I'm just down here cutting up some carrots now, folks. You can see the chore board there. These are just baby carrots. You can use whole carrots. I use big carrots a lot of times because I like the flavor of them. I like the chunk. I like the big old chunky carrot in my soups. And that's the reason I'm doing carrots right now, because Mama's got the pot over on the big stove and she's heating it up. She's going to get it to boil. We're going to bring it over here on this little eye and it will cool down a little, I'm sure. Even though I got it on scorch, got it on high. But I'm going to cut up these carrots because they're going in first, because they'll take a minute to soften. And
You're going to have carrot soup.
Oh, Mama, what do you got against carrots? You don't like them in your coleslaw?
I eat carrots in my...
I know, but you remember that? You remember that time?
That was carrot slop. You made so many carrots.
But this ain't going to be carrot soup.
Yeah?
That ain't too many now, Mama. That ain't a good cup.
That is a good cup.
Do y'all think it's too many carrots for a big old pot of soup? It ain't. Mama, take these over there and quit fussing. Put them in your pot while that water's... well, that broth. It's broth. It ain't even water. Put them in your pot, Mama. Mama likes to fuss at me sometimes, just for fun. Just because she knows she can if she wants to. That's the truth. This is some celery. It's been in there a minute, but I'm using all that, folks. This is a good time to use those hearts that you probably don't eat. Thank you, Mama. Those hearts that you probably don't eat with anything because they really don't hold peanut butter. But you can go ahead and chop them up in your soup. Do them leaves and all. This is a good chance. I save leaves sometimes for vegetable stock, and I save leaves for soups. And you just chop them right up in with your celery. And it makes a wonderful flavor. There's tons of flavor in them celery leaves, folks. And you don't want to miss that flavor. And there's no sense in wasting it. It costs too much. Mama might have an opinion about how much celery I use too. Y'all think? This is not a written down recipe. So I'll just give it to you as I do it so y'all will know. So we're going to call that a cup of carrots. I use 1 quart of homemade broth that come from the chicken that Mama cooked. So it's just homemade broth. And we're going to save enough chicken and we're going to save enough broth for them dumplings. That may be a weekend thing. We've not had dumplings in a spell. And this chicken noodle soup certainly will not take the place of some dumplings. So hopefully we'll get in the ocean tomorrow to make some dumplings. The weather tomorrow is supposed to be nice. And we might work outside. So if we work outside, there won't be no dumplings. Y'all seen Mama the other night.
Chicken.
Bouillons.
I know you want it, but how many? I can't
Put 2.
Can't get my tongue to
Put
work.
2. And these are just little Amish bouillons that we get from the Amish. I don't know where they get them. I don't know if they make them or what. I guess they do. I really don't know.
I bought them at the Amish store.
Those at the Amish store, and they come in this little container. And this is just the little bouillon. They're soft, though. They're not real hard. So they do real well. We've had them for a spell, but they are great. So what are y'all cooking tonight? Is it the right time of year for soup? Can you have soup in the spring? First week or 2 of spring, and we're doing chicken noodle soup. Yeah. But we don't really go by the seasons on what we eat. We'll eat chili in July. We'll eat soup in July. If you're going to have a hot meal, it's a hot meal.
4th of July, you have hot dog?
Hot dog chili. But we'll have bow chili. Yeah. Ain't no shame in our game. So what are y'all eating today? I know some of y'all are jealous of my culinary cutting skills here. Don't make fun. You get the job done. That's all I'm really interested in. Is getting it done. Putting my little leaves out. This is just a Tupperware storage container. It's great for celery. I love to put celery in it. Now I'm picking out all those leaf pieces just to add them in there. Because honestly, I probably won't do anything else with the leafy pieces other than soup or stock. They're not good on sandwiches, I don't think. But they are delicious in soup. Hello, Maggie. Maggie's come to visit. She's come to check on us. She's scared that we're going to eat without her.
She's calling me around a lot.
She has been so needy here lately. For the past 2 weeks, she has had her need turned on high. It's like, I need human contact at all times. She does that sometimes, and then she gets almost like a house cat. She don't want to be messed with. She'll go hide somewhere, and then other times she's right under your feet. So that's Maggie for you. She's going to do her thing. I wish she could talk sometimes so I could just say, Maggie, what's going on? Maggie, what's your story? She does tell her Mama when she gets on to her. I always get the lowdown. I get the yodel. When I get the yodel, I know Mama's been mean to her. Probably wouldn't let her get out on the road or go to the neighbor's house or mess with her fur babies or something. She's always guilty, but she's innocent in her mind. Do y'all have fur babies like that? She's really guilty, but she plays off innocence. That's the way they do, folks. That's the way it is. Now that's about 1.5 cups of celery, leaves and all. And I'm going to put that in the pot. You going to bring it back over here? It's boiling.
Well, I'm going to put this in here because it'll cool way down when I add this.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. We'll do that then. Mama said, don't mess with me. I've got a system. So let's talk. What y'all up to? What's going on in your world today? Is the weather kind of icky today? It's a little overcast here. A bit rainy. A little bit. Hi, John and Mama. Hey, KK. How are you? Hey, Barb. I wish my little fur baby could talk all the time. I know, sure. Wouldn't that be great? I don't know. They might say stuff we don't like. Might be like a kid. They might get out in front of people and embarrass us. Wouldn't that be funny if they get out and said, You know, fur babies know a lot. They're kind of there's no off limits for them usually. We just let them roam and go. And they hear our secrets. They be worse than you know who over there listening to everything. Alexa. I don't want to say her name. She'll start chatting. And she won't hush. She just keeps on talking. This onion had a little moldy spot on it, looks like. I'm just going to cut him off because I'm chopping him all up tonight. I don't know. That don't look too good. But the rest of him looks fine. pretty as an onion. Look at that pretty onion. I'm just going to chop him up here. Get him all nice and diced. Can y'all see? Get him all nice and diced. Mama's using this hot plate as a warmer.
Yeah.
Mama, do you want me to go outside and build you a fire? You got a fireplace in there. You going to start the fireplace up in
Well, I don't want
almost
it too
April?
hot. I don't care if it's July. I don't want to get it too hot on you.
Well, Mama, it's 70-something in here right now, so the heat is on. It ain't like we're sitting here with air conditioning on. Mama just don't like it unless it's hot.
Cold.
You know, some people like it hot, Mama. Now, sometimes Mama gets hot, though. What was it the other day? You said you was hot, and I says, call the newspaper.
This other night I was sweating hot. I was hot.
She said, I'm hot. Mama, bring that over before it boils away. You got it boiling.
But every time you add something,
It ain't going to cool down that much. I see it rolling. And I'm just rough chopping these onions. I know. Everything you chop, John's rough. Because you don't know any better. Yep, that's the truth. Y'all said it. Don't be out saying, well, John said chop it this way. Because I just chop it to its little. I don't have the skill set for the chopping. My thing is, get to the size you want. Watch your fingers. That's what I say. Now, I've got a chopper, and I could have run this through the chopper. But y'all know me. If I'd run it through the chopper, it would be onion juice.
yeah, you sure like to pull that string.
Well, the string is deceiving because every time you pull it, it's 12 knife cuts. So, one time you look at it and you think, no, it needs a little more, and you pull it 2 more times. Well, you've chopped it 24 more times. So one pull is a mighty powerful pull. Mm-hmm. So you really just need to pull it once and look at it.
Right here, these are a little big on this edge.
Thank you, Mama. Thank you for judging my onion qualities. Did you put the bouillon in there?
Yes, sir, I did. 2 bouillon cubes, carrots, chicken broth, 2 bouillon cubes, carrots, and celery so far.
And here's the onions. Now, y'all saw that was a medium-sized sweet onion. Don't use a real strong onion at this big. Use a smaller one. Remember, you're just going for flavor here, and this is going to cook down and be real soft and tender. So, in the pot it goes. I know y'all probably can't see that. Trust me, it's going in the pot. Thank you, Mama. Now we're going to get our flavors in there. This is chives. Chives. I know I just put onions, but I'm putting some chives in there too. Just sprinkle. About a good heaping teaspoon. This is rubbing sage. What on earth? Yes. It'll give it a good flavor. And that's what you want in chicken noodle soup. It's not going to taste like dressing. Whoa. And that's a good teaspoon of that. And now we're going to put a little bit of minced garlic.
I think you better, I start to say, get that out a little at a time, because that'll be, you done that, you'll have a half.
Putting about a half a teaspoon. Gently put in at Mama's request. Now this is Tony's Creole salt, or Creole seasoning, and I'm just going to put a sprinkle. This just gives it a little bit of buzz, little throat clearing, you know, but it's not going to be hot. And Mama, how much chicken you got over there? I know.
I got quite a bit.
Just dip me out some on here if you don't care. I don't have to be loaded. Just enough. Of course, we're going to do the universal seasoning. little S&P here, and this is just a shake.
Hey, watch your salt because then.
I didn't put much, Mama.
What am I wanting to say?
You're wanting to say the bouillon cubes.
The bouillon cubes.
This is black pepper. This is good for your throat.
How much of this you want?
About a breast would be probably good. Black pepper. I did a shake of it.
Well, come on now.
I know it's in pieces. It'll be all right. I'm going to chop it up.
Enough.
Maybe a little bit more, Mama. It is the start of the show. Here's the start of the show.
Don't let it
Cooked chicken that's been in the refrigerator.
Don't let it roll away.
Roll. It's good and moist. The moisture's just running out of it. Now I'm just chopping it up to bite size. I don't want to mince it. I'm not trying to, chicken noodle soups, you want a little bite to it. So I'm not trying to make it into chicken hamburger or nothing.
They have ground turkey. Did
They
they
do?
have ground chicken too?
I don't know, Mama. I guess they could. In goes the chicken for the chicken noodle. Oodles of chicken in the chicken noodle.
I can rake off good.
You did, Mama. Now get it to boiling. Get that flavor going. Now, we're not going to do chicken. We're not going to do your typical noodles. We're doing the leftover penne pasta that we already had because we're not going to waste that. We're not planning on doing anything with it. And that'll be some good chicken. Nah, put it in there. It'll thicken that pasta water will thicken it right up.
Well, I'm going to put it over here on the burner because that'll slow it down so it won't much. Because it's been in the refrigerator. It is cold.
Mama is worried about that slow roll boil. We don't do that. So she's going to take it over there and drop that pasta in there that we've already had going. Now, it's got a little water in it from when we cooked it. So all that's going to do is add flavors. And it's going to have a little thickening agent because you got the starch off the pasta. And that's what you want. You want the soup to thicken just a little bit. And you do want it to boil good and hard. So it'll do all of its things it needs to do. John, you put too many shake. Aw, who said that? Teresa, John.
One of my good friends.
Teresa, are you taking Mama's side? You put too many shakes for me. I don't like a lot of different flavors in food. I felt that. Teresa, you and Mama could eat together. Can I send her over to your house? Teresa, you don't have to put all them in there. I know I put different in there sometime. But really I didn't put much. A little rub and sage, garlic, and a little chives, and that's just onions. And a little bit, I think the original recipe called for hot pepper flakes back in the day. And I substitute this for most hot pepper flakes. Sometimes if I'm just going to eat it, I'll put the hot pepper flakes. But this adds a little flavor, a little heat, just a little. And if I want to, I will put Frank's hot sauce in my bowl. And I won't bother Mama with it. And that way it works out good. And then, of course, salt and pepper. So I didn't put too much in it, did I? Did I put too much in it? Surely I didn't. Hi, John and Mama. Have a great weekend. Linda, you too. Good evening, John and Mama. Well, hello, Glenn. I love the flavors, but can't do onions. Bonnie, that happens a lot. Mama don't do a lot of onions either, but now, like in this, if we cook them good and they're completely, like if you put onions in a casserole later at night, but just 7, Mama won't like it. But what she'll do is she'll eat the broth of this and not eat the chunks of onions if she don't want to. But sometimes they don't bother if they're a good sweet onion, do they, Mama?
No.
It's yellow onions, some red onions. It's a little bit strong on her. And when I say they bother her, they really just give her indigestion, or they'll repeat on her, and she says, I belched onion. So it's not, it doesn't like make her sick or make her sugar go up or anything like that. It's just a, little stomach issue with them. Is it boiling, Mama?
Not yet.
Did you taste of it?
No.
Well, Mama, somebody's going to have to taste that mess.
It ain't got hot in it.
Let me pull you over just a little. I got to see. Shaking and grooving, Dave. Yep, we're just shaking and grooving here. Yummy. Susie, yummy, she says. I don't like heat. I don't either, Tanya, tons of it. But I do like a little hot sauce. I would have to saute them for the onions, yeah. Sauteing would be a good thing if you wanted to put them in the soup. You don't want the problem with them. Or if you want to totally avoid all that, just use onion powder. That gives you a flavor, but you don't have the raw onions. Yeah, me too. Heartburn, can't do bell peppers either. I can't either, Bonnie. Bell peppers, cooked bell peppers make me nauseous, kind of. I just don't like the flavor of them. But now raw ones, I can handle that. Up by me, I don't like that weird. Raw onions don't bother me. Sometimes cooked onions on a pizza or something will. You'd think it'd be the opposite. Who knows? I like fried onions. Tammy, they are good. I like them fried onions on sandwiches and fried onions on stuff like that. Or even fried onion rings. Hi, John and Mama from Illinois. Hey, Amy, how are you? Late, what are you cooking? Hi, John and Mama. Deborah, we are fixing some homemade chicken noodle soup. Mama's cold. And it's kind of almost feels wintry here today. The temperatures aren't bad. They're in the 60s, but when you look out, it's just been kind of overcast today. Kind of a little gloom. But it's been a nice day. It's been a good day. It's Friday. It's Friday. I know some of y'all have to work tomorrow. I apologize for being excited, but whatever day you're off, I'll be excited for you when your weekend starts. That happens when I eat green peppers. Lisa, it's just like it takes over. If it's on a pizza, all I taste is those bitter green peppers. Now, sweet peppers, I do fine with. Love fried onions also. Brandy, I like them too. And those fried onions you buy at the store, French's or whatever, I like them. I can't eat them too much. Like on top of casseroles and stuff. Can't go that route too much. Even Lipton onion soup sometimes and stuff kind of bothers me later. I'll end up like Mama, just eating plain and bland. But at least I've got a good experience and a good teacher. Is it not boiling yet, Mama?
No.
How cool did you get it?
I didn't get it cool.
I believe it's that glass top stove.
It's that pasta that was in the refrigerator.
Oh, you already put the pasta in.
Yeah.
I thought you was going to let it boil before you put it in. That's the reason it's cool. Because that was cold pasta.
It was cold.
Hi, John and Mama. Hey, Michael. How are you? Hey, Sandra.
I said
Good
it
evening,
was
John.
cool
Hey,
it down
Nancy.
so it'd never get hot again.
Tina, you're only off on Sundays? I used to work that shift. Yeah, it's a hard shift. Hello from Alabama. Hey, Patricia. Hey, Diane. How are you? Linda, how are you? Do you ever have chicken and rice?
Yeah.
We do. In fact, I have it quite often for lunch. I get that 90-minute rice and I take some cooked chicken and I can make that into anything.
90-second rice.
I always say 90-minute. Tell my mama.
Yeah.
90-second rice, and I can make it into anything. I'll take cooked chicken sometimes on Sunday, and I just put it in the refrigerator, and maybe Monday I'll put a little lemon pepper on it, or a little bit of y'all's lime pepper on it, and have rice, or sometimes just the chicken. I can take barbecue, put on it, delicious. It's a good little treat.
You still got this on high.
It's on high, ready to roll.
Just as soon as it starts boiling again, it's getting warm.
You can put barbecue sauce on it. You can put dry rub barbecue on it. You can put Frank's hot sauce on it. Make it like wings, hot wings, almost the same flavor. And add a little rice to it. And it's so good. Tuna fish sandwiches from Sugarlands. I don't know what Texas. Hey Jay, how are you? Tuna fish sandwiches are good. Did you ever have Georgia hash? Now, I might have had it by a different name when you were little. We used to make sandwiches out of it. I don't know what Georgia hash is. Now, we used to have, what do we have, Mama? Corned beef hash. Little potatoes with corned beef. Now, I don't know about Georgia hash. You'll inspire me to want, I'm going to prepare. Denise's chicken noodle soup is good. Cooked vegetables and cornbread for supper. Ooh, that sounds good. Some good cooked vegetables. I love vegetables. That pizza last night was good. Just vegetables, that's all it was. It's still not boiling, Mama.
No, it ain't boiled yet. I told you it would cool it way down. That was cold. I carried it in here and it froze me to death. Quit putting that on me.
Mama, if I don't chase you down, we don't get to see you, do we? Yeah. She won't bring it over here.
Y'all
notice. I'll find one over here. Y'all notice how she does this. She says she's like a butterfly. I told her she's more like a housefly. Butterflies just sort of glide around. Not Mama. She is moving on. Huh?
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Now, we don't have the rights to that. I'm going to get us in trouble. We don't own the rights to that little slogan. I'm sure somebody does.
Yeah.
Whoops. That was loud enough, John. Can you do it again any louder? I'm sorry.
Loud, loud, loud.
You're so hard to hear. Am I hard to hear, Kathy? I'm plugged in my microphone. Am I hard to hear?
Do I need to move that cutting board out?
Are y'all having trouble hearing us? Afternoon, rainy Oregon. Yep, Virginia, it's rainy here too. Tell Mama
The wind.
a watch pot don't boil. That's right, Becky. Mama, no wonder that pot ain't boiling. You're over there watching it.
I quit watching.
She's quit. We had taco lasagna. Now, I've had some taco lasagna. Never made it, but I bet it's delicious. John, I rarely write a post because every time I do, I get friend requests from a man. So I'm sorry I post love watch it. Thank you. Debbie, honestly, what you're probably getting, occasionally it's a real person. Most of the time, it's just an algorithm they set up with a robo. Because I get the messages, they're the same thing to everybody. And most of the time, it's a robo thing. And they have it set up to respond to every comment or every third comment or every fourth comment. If you just ignore them, they're through with you usually. Just don't reply, don't answer, don't do anything, and it's okay. But they're just set up. You cannot delete them fast enough. You cannot. You quit watching it, started pulling. You can't delete them enough because they're just constantly making new profiles. And what they're hoping you'll do is respond to them or say something, and then they'll start their little thing where, they're needing your help. And they need you to send them a little bit of money. And then they need you to send a little bit more money. And then they really like you. And it's just a scam all the way. Well, Mama, that looks good. Is it thickened enough for you?
I don't know. I don't want it real thick.
We like it about like that. We don't like real thick. I'm going to take a little sample of your soup. Always taste. See what you got going on there. Oh my goodness. A little bit
now,
of this.
what are you putting in it?
Hot pepper, Mama. Hot pepper coming through. Hot pepper.
I'll make you think hot pepper.
What am I putting in there, Mama?
Parsley flakes.
What I put in everything?
Parsley flakes. You
Just
got
to make it look
chives or
pretty. Yeah, the
something.
chives make it pretty, but the parsley. That tastes absolutely delicious, folks.
Tastes like chicken.
Oh, it tastes like chicken noodle soup. It's just wonderful. It really, really is. It's ready to eat, Mama.
You reckon it is?
Oh, I know it is.
Try a carrot. There's your story.
Carrots.
crunchy yet?
No, not crunchy.
But not tender.
Good and tender, but just probably could be 5 more minutes more tender. They're not crunchy at all. They're not even where they snap. They're just about right, really. They'll cook in the bowl that much. Are y'all ready for Sunday? Y'all know this is Palm Sunday, the Sunday before Easter.
That's hard to believe.
It is. It's the Sunday before Easter. You know, you kind of go from holiday to holiday. You know, you do Christmas, Easter, Mother's Day, or Christmas, Valentine's Day, Easter, Mother's Day, 4th of July. They're just mounting up. It's already starting. We're already starting in April. I can't really wrap my brain around it just right. It's hard to believe that we're starting in April.
It's here.
It's here.
Tomorrow's the first day of April.
Yes, ma'am. If they don't put around change the calendar on us.
Oh,
Get your bowl.
Tomorrow's April Fool's Day. Is that not right? April 1st?
I guess it is. Do y'all do that?
And 2nd would have been my brother's birthday.
Get your bowl, Mama.
What's that right here?
Do y'all do April Fools? I guess it's okay if people do it. I don't find anything really wrong with it. I just don't usually do them. I don't know. Do y'all do April Fool's jokes? Johnny, do you get Mama any Easter lilies or orchids? Brandy, we don't. I don't get her anything like that at Easter. I usually get her Easter lilies or something that we take to church, but I want juice. But Easter lilies, if you're not careful, they have that pollen in them. You have to pinch that out, and we don't like it. And if we do get them, they end up on the back porch because we're both kind of allergic to that stuff. Orchids, I do get sometimes, but we keep orchids about all the time. Mama kept one for 3 years. If I run into beautiful orchids, I will get her one anytime, whether it's Christmas, Easter, whatever, whenever they're out. But most of the time around here, they're out at this time of year. But I don't really get anything like that on Easter.
Used to. Oh, that was Mother's Day. You'd get me a croissant.
Used to, the big deal was croissants. Y'all remember those from Mother's Day? Everybody had to have a croissant. And if the person's mother had passed, it was a white one. If the person's mother was still alive, it was a colored one, which was a little sad. And Mama would wear them, but then one year she just told me, don't get me any corsage. I don't like it up around my face, and depending on what you get. So when it was white, sometimes you'd get something that would be, should have an allergy to it. So we kind of quit that. So a lot of those old traditions have, I don't know if anybody wears Easter lilies at our church, or not Easter lilies, corsages on Mother's Day at our church anymore, do they, Mama?
I've not noticed none in my phone.
Haven't noticed them. I usually, I like to buy flowers. If I see a flower that I think Mama will like that don't have pollen in it or something, I get it about any time, don't I, Mama?
Yeah, just not the lilies much.
Lilies have always, and you can pinch that out, and I recommend you do. If you get a lily, even if you get a bouquet of flowers and the lilies haven't bloomed yet, your florist has probably taken that center pieces of yellow out. But as soon as those new ones open up, go ahead and get you a paper towel, wet it, grab them, and pull them out and throw that away, because that's just pure pollen. Let's bless it, Mama. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this wonderful meal. We just pray for the blessing of our bodies with it, dear Lord. We just pray for each and every prayer request that's out there, those spoken and unspoken, dear Lord. We just pray that you'll be with us and teach us and lead us and guide us in the way you'd have us to go, dear Lord. We ask for a hedge of protection around of our children and everyone out there in the world, dear Lord. Be with our leaders. In your precious name we pray. Amen. So when we was in the flower shop, we always pinched that out. And you can imagine my allergies and being in the flower shop. But it wasn't as bad as at home, because when we would pull them out of the cooler, they were cold. So when I was working on them and stuff, they would be cold most of the time. If they sit there a while, then they got powerful. But when they're sitting on your counter, you might not realize if you're allergic to them. I remember those days. Corsages, yeah. Blessings, Mama John. Rosemary, how are you? Hey, Rodney. Virginia says, amen. Thank you, Virginia, for praying with us. Thank you, Faye, for praying with us. Hey, Sharon, how are you?
It's a little warm.
But is it delicious?
Yeah, it tastes real good.
Is it warm yet, Mama?
Warm on my tongue.
That chicken's just perfect. And the broth, those 2 bouillon cubes took it right to the level. Sometimes plain chicken broth, unless you put a lot of seasoning when you're cooking it, that little bit of sage, it just wakes the whole pot up. And the sweet onion, delicious. It's simple, it's basic, there's nothing to it, but it's good. It's real good. In fact, I know this may sound a little crazy, and y'all gonna say, he is so crazy. But like if I'm in the mood for a big Thanksgiving dinner, I can make some homemade chicken noodle soup right quick. A lot quicker, a lot easier. That little bit of sage flavor, those onions, the celery, the broth, the chicken. I go away satisfied. And it don't taste like Thanksgiving, but it's those flavor profiles that are in chicken noodle soup, the homemade chicken noodle soup.
Excuse me.
Mama, do we need to call somebody?
No, I believe I'll be all right.
It's those flavor profiles in there that reminds me of it, I guess. And it kind of satisfies that dressing, because if I have dumplings, I want dressing too. Yeah, it's been about 4 months since we've had dressing. But Mama, you keep that up and I'm gonna have to call somebody.
That's all your spices in there.
Oh, now Mama, there is no it's not spicy. Is it
No,
spicy?
it's not spicy.
Mama, you'll have them mad at me for spicing you out. It ain't a bit hot, is it?
No, it's not hot that way. It's hot heat wave.
Heat wave, though.
Heat wave.
It's delicious. I don't care if it was middle of December. It wouldn't taste any better. Because it's just perfect.
I believe it's going to warm me up. It feels good so far.
Look in our eyes, Mama, and tell us.
Do what?
Look us right in the eye and tell us.
Tell us it's good.
What was it the other night they accused you of not telling the truth, That Mama don't really like that. She's just saying that.
I ate all I had of it in my plate. It was
It was that what we had the penne with earlier, wasn't it?
yeah, with the sauce.
It was good, wasn't it?
Yeah,
But this is awful good too, isn't it?
yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about with that Thanksgiving logic?
Oh yeah, those flavors in there.
Because you've got the celery and the onions and the broth and the sage. It's got a lot of the same profile. And the chicken is just delicious in there. It's a good pot of soup, Mama.
Yeah.
Look how good it's boiling. You won't mind having a little leftover on that, will you?
No, I'll eat this tomorrow. I'll take another cold spell, I'm telling you.
Now, Mama, it's going to be back like it was yesterday.
Huh?
Tomorrow's supposed to be like it was yesterday.
I think it's me and not the weather, though.
Are you sick?
No, it's just medicine, I think.
You got the chills?
Yeah.
Mama takes the blood thinners, and they did make her cold, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
Now, I'm not looking to be warmed up. I hope this soup don't warm me up.
Well, I'm not freezing as bad as I was.
I'm looking to be filled up but not warmed up. I don't want to get hot.
Oh, I'm going to get hot, that's for certain. Keep from chilling.
Those celery leaves are in here, but they're not big, and they're all chunked up. And they just add a wonderful taste, don't they?
I can eat them in soups and stuff.
Mm-hmm. We put them in vegetable soup. Put them in beef vegetable soup. Sometimes, in the winter especially, we'll save up a Tupperware container full of celery hearts with the leaves and everything on them, and it's perfect for soup. Find you something good to eat, folks. Make you a memory. It's 7:26, Friday night. If you're off work tomorrow, you got a long time to sit up. Are you eating too fast?
I don't think so. I'm just getting choked.
Is it that soup? You got time to get something done tonight. It's still daylight here.
Yeah.
It'll be daylight for another 30 minutes, I'm sure. So get out and do something this evening. Check on your flowers. See what you need to do tomorrow. I don't know what's the weather going to be like where you're from, but we're supposed to have a pretty day tomorrow.
It's supposed to be sunny.
Mama's done got plans to clean out a building.
Oh, I may back out of that.
That was something you dreamed up yesterday.
I know it. I told him we would,
But now you're going to tell him we won't.
I might have to tell him different tonight. He said let him know tonight, so he can plan something else.
So you don't want the building cleaned out now?
I want it cleaned out, but I don't know.
Mama, you need some Sprite.
I'm going to get me one.
Let me go get you a Sprite.
No. I want it cleaned out,
What's your
but I
cord?
don't know if I want to do it or not tomorrow.
Well, you don't have to do it. That's what he's going to do for you.
You want one?
No, I'm good. I've got coffee. I hope Mama's not coming down with a cold. She's coughing, I think. She got some of that juice down the wrong pipe. And you know, once you get choked like that, you just can't get over it. That Sprite will clear it up. You sound better already.
I do.
Sounding better already, Mama.
Well, that's good.
You're drinking a cold Sprite and hot soup. I'm drinking hot coffee and hot soup. There's something wrong with that picture.
They are.
You're the one cold. I gotta get you switched over to black coffee all the time. It's healthy for you. Now that panini pasta, it tastes really good.
I fixed black coffee this morning.
Did you drink black coffee?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
No, I lied. I put creamer in it, but I drank coffee.
It started out as black coffee.
I wasn't catching it.
If she had said she drank a cup of black coffee this morning,
No, I just thinking about coffee. It wasn't black.
you make coffee and I drank mine.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I can't imagine.
That was the black coffee. I poured you some.
Right. Well, folks, this is all we're going to do. We're going to sip on some soup and call it a night in a little while. Mama's probably going to go cover up.
I was covered up before you started filming. I had to uncover. Sitting in the recliner.
Whoever bought her that blanket with the roses all over it.
Oh, wonderful.
It's her new favorite. Now, Mama went to the post office today, and some of y'all have sent me some stuff for my birthday. And I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to go through it. I've got the best news. I got some salad dressing today. I got to find out who sent that. Y'all are just wonderful. It's been a long time since I felt comfortable getting salad dressing because I was beginning to wonder, but it's back. Thank goodness. So thank y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for all the rest of the things I'm seeing over here. I'm going to open them up and we'll look at them tomorrow, Lord willing. And, but thank you. Y'all didn't have to do that. And Mama said, you got some stuff here. Y'all just took kind. Appreciate you so much. Mm-hmm. But I did see the salad. Mama says, one of those got salad dressing in it. My eyes lit up like Christmas. I've had that one in the vault in the pantry. Locked down tight.
Dared us to open it.
I wanted it the other day so bad. And I said, oh, I'd love to open that last jar of salad dressing, but I've got to have it come July for some tomatoes. I've just got to save it. There's no way I can break into it. Somebody's come to my rescue.
I talked to one of my friends at the store today, this evening, and he said he had tomatoes with a tomato on it. I said, you've not. He said, well, I'll confess. He bought one at, is it Pruitt's down there?
Uh-huh.
With a little green tomato already on it. Those early girls.
Oh, yeah.
He bought one of them. So he was kidding me that he already had. Said he already had onions and lettuce, though.
Well, if he can buy them with it on it, we'll have to buy some with it on it. A tomato already on the vine?
Mm-hmm. You know it's them big ones in the pot you buy.
You heard it here first, folks. There's been a tomato sighting. What a great day. Salad dressing and a tomato on a vine. Local.
He grows a lot of stuff, and he'll take it to the tires and the projects and gives it a lot to the older people that don't have gardens and can't get it and love it. He shares what he grows.
That's a wonderful person.
Yeah.
Well, folks, we're going to say good night or goodbye. Mama, you going to say good night or goodbye to me?
Good night.
Ooh, y'all heard it. It's nearly 8 o'clock. I'm going to go ahead and say good night.
I better get a good night's sleep in case I have to work some tomorrow.
There's going to be some working. It depends on, like, today it's a little overcast. Mama's like, I don't want to get out. Even though it's 60-something degrees. Tomorrow, if the sun's shine, the blue skies, and you couldn't nail her to a chair and keep her in this house tomorrow.
I got out today in the rain and got wet. Oh, I just now realized I never brushed my hair. Nothing over after being in the rain.
Running around all day.
No, I just all evening.
All evening.
I had a lot of stops and things I had to do.
Talking to your friends. Mm-hmm. Folks, we're going to say goodnight again. Goodbye. Y'all have a great night. Lord willing, we'll see you tomorrow. It's until what we'll be cooking. We might just let y'all go clean out a building with us. Mm-hmm. Now, let me tell you about this building. This isn't a junk building.
Semi-junk.
There might be some junk in it. But you know what's in the whole building? It's one of those metal buildings. What is it? 15 feet wide or long by 12?
I don't know. It's not real big.
It's a good-sized building. It's completely full of Christmas.
No, it used to be completely full of Christmas, but I took a lot of it out, and now it's got other stuff.
What stuff is it got in it, Mama?
Oh, it's got some stuff of your daddy's. And
the last time I opened the door,
it was full of Christmas then when you was in it.
Last summer, I opened the door and it was facing me, stacked boxes straight up. You couldn't get in, even if you were skinny. And it was just full. And I said, Mama, what's that? That's just some Christmas decorations. Now, mind y'all ain't seen none of these decorations.
My village is down there, my teddy bears.
We have teddy bears every year. That's what Mama really decorated. Now, what you all have seen in the past few years with the 8 or 10 trees and what she shows, that is minimal. She's really downsized.
I've got old and can't do as much.
But that building is full of Christmas decorations that you have never seen, because I've not seen them in 6, 7 years. So we're going to get all those out.
I don't have a place to put all that stuff now.
And we're going to move them to the basement.
Maybe.
And we're going to throw away some junk and make room for the good. Y'all have that problem. We've got stuff down there. And I know we said goodbye. Forgive us. We've got projects in our basement. Do y'all have projects like chairs that we're going to put new webbing in? Metal things that we're going to scrape all that rust off and paint. Different things, projects like Mama's seen a craft something and she's got this old thing down there that she's going to craft with it. No, we then probably don't even remember what that was.
Make a table out of a no sewing machine stand.
We've
I
learned.
don't have room for it.
We have learned to give up projects. If you don't do it right now, go buy your stuff and get it done. If you put it in the basement to do a project later,
It's over with.
it's over with.
You lose the zeal to do it, or I do.
So we're going to get rid of a bunch of stuff down there, and then we're going to put her good stuff in there in the way we arranged it to start with when we had the shelving put in, and that way she can just go there and pick what she wants, not have to worry about a building. And we're going to use the building for hoes and shovels. Could you imagine a garden shed with hoes and shovels in it instead of Christmas decoration?
Oh, Lord. I did get my Easter bunnies out.
Yeah, Easter's been decorated. Everything looks pretty. All right, Mama, now we're really going. Say good night one more time, and y'all have a blessed night. We'll see you tomorrow, Lord willing.
Good night, Mama, and God bless you all. Bye-bye.
Bye.